Hey everybody! In today's tutorial, I'm going to just be playing with Colorique by ColorBox from Clear Snap. It is a really cool colored medium that you can use on metal, clay, ceramic, glass, or wood. And this is my first time playing with it, so I just wanted to experiment and see what this medium could do. Now, Colorique comes in 1-ounce bottles, and they have a really nice rainbow of colors for you to work with. It also comes with a sealant. That is to seal the projects on non-porous surfaces. But I have watercolor paper here, and I'm going to do some of my standard experiments that I like to do whenever I get a new medium. I usually test it with these same things. So I have a slightly wet foam brush, and I'm going to use the Turquoise Mountain, huge surprise, Colorique, just on watercolor paper. And I'll paint it on. You can see it gives quite thick coverage like an acrylic paint, but it's a different medium. And I do have a little bit of water on my brush. But my first experiment is always to see how reactive a medium is to rubbing alcohol. This is one of my favorite techniques and will actually be the subject of my tutorial next week at Split Coast Stampers. And you can see that this is a very reactive medium to alcohol, so that's really fun. I like it when a medium is reactive to any other medium because you can get cool effects with it. The next experiment, I'm actually going to use the same color. I really like this color quite a bit. And you only need a little bit of paint to cover this piece of watercolor paper. This is just card front sized. So my next favorite thing to do is just see how it works with cling wrap. I have another tutorial on this at Split Coast and in my YouTube channel as well. You just scrunch up a piece of saran wrap and then let the product dry naturally and see what kind of patterns it makes. Some are more suited to this than others. And for the last technique, I'm just going to try salt. This is a popular experiment with watercolor. Watercolor tends to react really well to salt, but also some acrylic and pigment mediums do. And so I always test that when I have an opaque medium. And this is my favorite sea salt that I use on my brown butter sea salt cookies. So me sacrificing this for this video, you should feel pretty special. You can see some of the salt crystals are already absorbing the pigment, and that's a good sign. That usually means it will give you a fun pattern in the background, so I will set that aside to dry. Next, I have an inexpensive ceramic drawer pull from Hobby Lobby that I wanted to try the Colorique on. This is what this product is made for. And I happen to have a little drawer unit I'm refinishing that 4 of the knobs were broken on. So I got 4 of these and I thought I would try the Colorique. Now I'm starting with a foam brush and you can see that you get good coverage on this slick surface. I did clean it with alcohol right away, just using a foam brush. And then you can come back and you can add color after this first layer is dry. But it already looks super cool and opaque on this little knob. The unit that I'm painting is turquoise, and I wanted to make the knobs orange. This color is called Poppy because that matches the color scheme of my craft room. So here's what that looks like after the first coat. It does say you can heat it with your heat gun. You don't want to get it too close. You don't want to bubble the pigment, but it will dry very quickly just with the addition of your heat gun. And you can see the color setting there and changing just a little bit. While my drawer pull is drying, I wanted to take the alcohol piece that I worked on before and continue on to make a galaxy background. So I'm covering up the blue with the green, And I will drop alcohol onto that to reveal the blue and see if this works similar to acrylic paint. You can see that it does a little slower reveal than acrylic, probably because this is a very fast drying product. If you water it down, you might get more of the layer below showing through. So I'll speed this up and you can see my process. I do dry it with my heat gun, and then I'm going to add a purple and then a dark blue. And you can see each of the layers of color coming through the previous layer. And finally, I'll do black for a night sky. And finally, I use some of the white Colorique to spatter and create stars for the perfect little galaxy. So I hope you've enjoyed this walkthrough of this fun product, and thanks so much for watching.